Well, we're here to do the newspapers, but would want to take a couple of your comments, especially, and I hope you did enjoy the song Sun and Moon by one of my favorite Ghanaian artists who is making it so well in international markets, playing in a lot of the festivals, etc.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I love Sarkodie, but Kanta doesn't sell often in festivals. But this one does, Sun and Moon. And it's in her native language. Is it Wala or something like that?
Yeah. And I love our opening song as well, the one from Walasi. He's a cool guy. One Life.
You know, Ewa sounds like phone in Benin.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it sounds like a phone language kind of.
So this will sell there well, I guess.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it can.
All right, let's get on to 0560 800,000 now. Some of your messages. Akoto Razak in Tamale says NHI's card deletion from the voters register would not convince. Okay, that message doesn't continue, but you come back to say if your names are deleted as NHI's card holders and you re-register, what impact has it got? Good question. This one says. Okay, where are you? This one says Asanteman cancel. Now Kojo is out. I hope you all vote Galamsey out unanimously as you did for Kojo. This is your job description. That's from Godfred. And this one says you keep us educated and well informed. Sometimes my mood is down even going to work, so when I watch your show and see how you're active in your work, I am motivated. And that's from Dalali Silas from Techiman. It's good to know. Thank you for watching the show. And listen, you've got only one life, just like Walasi and Sena Dagadu said in the opening. Make use of it. What's the point? This is your life. Okay, this one says, good morning, Mama V. Roland. I want to use this platform to say good morning to my brother, Honorable Karim Momen, the Deputy Northern Regional Youth Organizer of the NDC, and the entire team of Honorable Karim Momen in Yendi. Team Karim forever. That's from Rafik from Yendi. And on that note, we will have to get our hats in the newspapers and continue with the messages a bit later. Roland.
Okay.
What paper are you
starting with? We're starting with the Daily Guide, Mamavi. It has on the front page as lead story, judges mad at Munti FM gang. You have a picture of Salifu Masi, aka Mugabe. We also have Godwin Akogan and Alistair Tairo Nelson. We also have Kojo Bonsu kicked out, Andy Sugun's attack journalists, and those are the stories we have front page. But let me do the center spread. It has this one leaflet. It says kidnap Ada Slums. Ghana police says apologize and release report. And we have trending rappers who are having feuds. But one who has way
Makola Kwakwe.
I tell you. Budenche. He says Tiny Fire Shots. Who is the best rapper?
Hi, Charlie, don't go there, man.
All right. Well, those are the stories.
We're told the best ever is Obrafo. I mean, whatever you do, rap software.
Yeah.
Well,
I think he was one of the leading pioneers, so to speak. I don't think I would say he's the best ever.
Yeah.
It's things trend. So, for example,
I think the reason
the rap of the 80s and 90s are not the kind of rap that we have around.
No, but maybe the reason people would give it to him anytime, any day, is because his music, even though his rap, it still stands out. Yes. Like you can proudly play it today. But most of the rap music that comes out today, you can play it today. When you play it tomorrow, it's like, really? What am I listening to?
Yo.
Charlie, I haven't mentioned names, so I haven't mentioned. Let's do the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Front page. Muntie FM case adjourned to July 18. CSIR workers demo against private developer. Kojo Bonsu resigns as KMA boss, and we will speak to our colleague Erastus Asaridonko, who is in Kumasi, on what's new after the resignation of Kojo Bonsu. Though Ajaho raps media for creating tension in the country, and back page of the paper. Pests invade Didoma farm, maize farm. CSIR workers demo against private developer. But let's touch on the story about Doa Jaho, who is not exactly excited about the work of the media, saying they are creating some tensions on page 17 in the Ghanaian Times newspaper. And it says that the Speaker of Parliament, Mr. Edward Do Ajaho, has expressed worry over the performance of the media in recent times. He lamented the misuse of the media platforms, which he said threatened the peace and stability of this country. Mr. Agyahor was speaking to a delegation of the Ghana Journalists Association led by its president, Mr. Afel Moni. All right, so there are a lot more details to the story. Also, ban on poultry products, feed others, still in force. More stories when you grab the Ghanaian Times newspaper of today. Roland?
We have front page of the Daily Graphic. Kojo Bonsu resigns. Produce other directors of Munti FM, Supreme Court and government builds out VRA with 2.2 billion Ghana cedis from energy sector levy. You have a picture there of the VRA Chief Executive Kek Kofi. Back page, we have President cut sword for construction of Tamni Dam. And those are the stories we have. Let me see, center spread was there. Okay. All right.
You're good to go?
I'm good to go.
All right, let's continue with the Finder newspaper. Kojo Bonsu quits over Menchia hits. Dumso NPP will fix it. Boache Jacko says liquidity management system to be introduced. EC deletes names of NHIS card registrants from register. Affected persons to re-register during exhibition of register. Muntie FM contemnors to no fate Monday. 200 Ghanaians flee violent attacks in Libya. Surprising that we still have Ghanaians in Libya even today after everything that the country has been through. But that's the Finder newspaper, the front page headlines when you grab it today. Roland?
Well, so we'll look at the dispatch, then we'll get to Erastus Asari Donkoa, corresponding in Ashanti region, and we want to ask him a few questions. Let me cough a little, sorry. Hope I haven't spoiled your morning. Daily Dispatch says MPP gurus on Rollins and 2 million Ghana cedis from Abacha. Why did JJ praise Nana? Question being asked there. And the story is on the back page of the paper. And Lodina present medical equipment in Upper West. Okay, and then we also have front page of the Telegraph. I'm strong and fit Nanado as he enters Ashanti region today. Muntie 3 saga. Supreme Court summons owners, and we have made gains in our fight against HIV/AIDS. Lodina Mahama attributed to a story there. All right, so we have Erastus Asari Donko.
Yes, we do. Erastus Asari Donko. Good morning to you. Good job yesterday on this whole Kojo Bonsu issue. I hope you're well this morning.
Thank you very much. I'm well. And thanks to Roland and you for having me.
Sure. So what's been the talk in Kumasi after the resignation? Are people sad that he's gone, or are they happy?
Well, it's a mixed reaction. There are people who are happy, and there are people who think that he should be allowed to do his job, and that he is setting a bad precedent for the city. And so, depending on where you belong, you should be in a happy or shocked or sad mood this morning. You know, there were people who already were calling for his head. I mean, the assembly itself is divided into two politically. There are people who support Nana Kuti-Senior, who is a former presiding member, and have been calling for his head all this while. There are other assembly members who are also following him, including government appointees and all that. So you are happy depending on which side you belong. And then when you go to the larger populace in Kumasi, then you're talking about on the streets, people who think that, well, you cannot banter with the chief and go scot-free. You cannot challenge the chief in any way. So it's a good thing that he resigned, and that the chiefs will have their way at the end of the day, because they are custodians of the land and you cannot do without them. When they say they do not want you, then you have to resign. And so there are people who are also indifferent, saying that, well, we should have allowed him to work. At the end of the day, the chiefs flexed their muscles, they showed their power, but they should have taken his apology and allowed him to go on and work for the city of Kumasi, because he has done many work on the ground that they are happy about. So there are mixed reactions on the ground.
But Erastus, what explanation did he give for his resignation?
Well, I guess by now you all have copies of it. I don't have a copy with me right now, but There are no explanations per se in there. Just to say he thanks Nananum, the Kumasi Traditional Council, the Asantehene Otumfuo Setutu, and the government for giving him the opportunity to serve the people of Kumasi. He is happy with the strides made so far in the area of peace and development, and he will continue to serve in any capacity possible to help the president win election 2016. So he did not assign specific reasons for his resignation.
Because I know that he called a press conference, so I was thinking that perhaps there was something else that he shared with the media that he didn't put in that letter that he issued. But we also understand that there's been another green book that's been issued. This is not the national one. This apparently is solely on the projects that he's been able to do in Kumasi.
Exactly, and I think maybe by your press conference mention, you are referring to the book launch, because there was no press conference yesterday that he called, but he organized a book launch. It's a book of achievements, if you can call it that way. I'm holding one right now, and if I should open the book for you, it's a beautiful book indeed. It's at the front page is designed. The cover page is designed. It's a woman whose hands are showed in here wearing beautiful kente adorned with beads on the wrist, and it says hashtag changing lives, hashtag transforming Kumasi, Kumasi City where Ghana happens. And when you open the first page, you're having a picture of the president, beautifully dressed here. And when you open the next page, you have a picture of the Asantehene Otumfuo Setutu adorned in traditional gold regalia, majestic there. And then we have a picture of the Kumasi Central Business District, and it says changing lives, transforming Kumasi. Then you get into an area view of the Rattray Park, which has become the talk of town indeed, one of his landmarks.
And not to cut you, but we're also showing visuals of that park on the screens, but continue, Rastus.
Exactly, and so that is the talk of town. In fact, when it's a holiday or even a normal day, the number of people who troop to that area tells you the significance of it to the people in Ashanti region. So pictures of the Rattray Park when it was being inaugurated by the president, and Otumfuo Asantehene, are also in here in the book. More pictures of that. And then you go to the other pages, you find an area view of the ongoing Kijitia Central Market Redevelopment Project, which of course is his brainchild for now. And that has been the center of controversy. You remember, it is this same project that has partly caused his job, because he wrote a letter to the Amoamahene, who is very close to Otumfuo and was chosen by Otumfuo as the Menchia rep and liaison to this particular project. And at the point, he says he has not received official notification from the local government ministry, and so he wrote a letter requesting to know the status of Amoamahene on the project. The chiefs think this is disrespect for you to question the authority of a chosen representative of Otumfuo on that project. This is part of the reasons why they went for his head. So, Kijitia Market Redevelopment Project there, the progress of work is beautifully captured in pictures right here in the book as well. Then there are pictures of the ongoing new Agogo, Aswase, and Old Tafo Market, and then the Oti landfill site, which is to take care of a chunk of Kumasi's waste that will be gathered. It's a very big project in here. Pictures of it also in the book and script as well.
Okay.
So it goes on and on and on and on. There are other projects that have been captured.
So are these verifiable achievements? Has anybody cross-checked what he's put in the book?
In fact, many of them can be verified. Myself, I've seen, for example, the 500-meter storm drain being constructed at the Mecklin Hotel area and Abuabo Waik area. I have seen it myself as well. The market is visible for everybody to see at Aswase, at Agogo, at various stages of completion. So that one is also visible. And the Otit landfill site, yes, that one is also visible as well. And then the footbridge at the tech area and other projects that you find here. And there are pictures of them. So the Doubting Thomases will also have to look at that one.
But Erastus, I think what is a bit confusing is, are these his personal achievements, or these are things done in the name of the assembly? Is this book an assembly book, or it's a Kojo Bonsu book?
Well, this book, there's no indication here that it is his book. And in fact, yesterday at the launch, he said the credit goes to the KMA under his administration. And so he is not tagging it to himself. The book says, Changing Lives, Transforming Kumasi City, where Ghana happened. At the tail end is where he has his picture. In fact, he has a beautiful picture of him and an appreciation sort of script from him directly. That's at the last page of the book. Aside that one, there is no inscription here indicating this is his book.
Okay. So, Erastus, who is acting chief executive of the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly today?
It will interest you to know that no name has come forward. I'm hearing that the president might appoint the deputy regional minister and the Okra to act, and that no appointment will be made until the elections are over. That's what I've heard in the grapevine, but it has not been confirmed yet.
Okay.
If you also remember, they have no presiding member as of now, and so a name will be needed urgently.
All right. Erastus, we know that you'll be doing all the groundwork, so we will catch up with you later this morning, but we're grateful for your time this morning.
Okay.
Thank you.
We're trying as much as also to be in a position to have online George Cheba, for his local government expert, and we would want to look at this very scenario of the traditional authority on one hand and an appointee of local government structure, whether it's from the president or not, and if they are incessant calls, could this be a precedent where, well, next time we have a chief executive of Accra, then the government chair, and then the other council members also say they don't want him, and they put excessive pressure through the, I guess, association of residents, and they force the hand of the president to withdraw, or the gentleman to resign, etc. Is that the best way to go? But we also know it's a matter of leadership and management crisis that would arise at such a point in time. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll bring that conversation to you. Akwesi Dankwa is on standby with sports. We're getting lots of messages. Some people asking, how would I know if my name is part of the names that the Electoral Commission deleted from the register? Well, all those answers will be given later today, I guess, when that press briefing comes off. But we also had a little conversation about rap, and I'm surprised that it's making a lot of headlines on our WhatsApp platform. So Danny sends us a message. I want to read it. Danny is in Akosombo, and Danny says, Obrafour is an outstanding artist in Ghana. His lines and lyrics is something I took a lot of advice and motivations from. But what we hear now is nothing to listen again 3 days after it has been released. Wish you all the best, from Danny Nakosumbo. Danny, we wish you all the best as well. So keep the conversations on the various things that we're discussing this morning going. You can send us a WhatsApp message on 0560 800,000. If you're on Facebook, you can check us out on Joy News on Facebook. That's the name that we use. We're also streaming live right now, myjoyonline.com. Coming up next is sports with Akwesi Dankwa. But this issue of local governance is also very much a part of our conversation here on our show today. And the 37 Military Hospital has a big anniversary, and they've got some time dedicating a lot to customer service. So we want to get into what they are celebrating. But if you have an experience with the 37 Military Hospital, let me know, because they will be here in the studio this morning.